This is my daughter, Ava. She's open for questions, too. She knows a lot more about me than if you really want to know anything. I think, first of all, that was a really good hockey series. You know, Vermont played hard, and I think tonight the difference was we came out in the first period and played the way that we needed to. We weren't able to do in the first two games. And to get the lead, get the 2-0 lead instead of being down 2-0, was a major difference. I really liked our first period, everything about it. Vermont made a nice pushback in the second period. We were able to neutralize it for the most part. They did score their goal to make it 2-1. But then that third goal by, I believe it was Albrecht, was a huge goal. And then the third period is, you know, with a score like that, the game gets a little sloppy and uneven. And, you know, we get some power plays and look like we've never been on the power play before in our lives. Couldn't get out of our zone, which is frustrating for me. But you know, our team's common goal this year was to gain some respect for this hockey program. And I think we far exceeded even my hopes for the season. And to get home ice and then to win a series. And, you know, we're now kind of in uncharted waters as far as projections for this year, but I'm excited to go in and be an underdog in Northeastern. We know how good of a team they are, how offensively gifted they are, and I like the challenge. I think for the growth of this program, I'm excited to see what we can do. There's absolutely no expectations for us going in there, and for this young team, I think they've gained a lot of confidence through the year, and you know, the way we've played down the stretch and the way we finished this series off, I couldn't be prouder. I'm excited for this university's athletic department. Ryan Bamford's been just unbelievable in leading the charge, and to see the building start to fill up now and the students getting on board. We needed to win this series to kind of convince the student body that this is a team to follow. So I'm very happy about that. I'm extremely proud. We had 5 freshmen score goals tonight. You know, we had our freshman class leads the country in points by a large margin. Some very gifted players. John Leonard's goal. I thought Cale McCarr scored the nicest goal of the year until John scored one tonight, which was unbelievable. They're special kids. I'm really proud of them. They did so much this year to boost this program. I think that's our 17th win. I couldn't be happier or prouder of our group.
How big was Mario's goal just a few minutes in to maybe take some pressure off and push shots back?
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge. You know, and again, Mario tonight sets the record for most points by a freshman in UMass history. That's awesome. You know, and what a great kid to have that, to get that honor. So unassuming. He works his tail off every single night, every shift. It's an honor to coach that kid. He's just unbelievable. And what a good group of kids we have. But that goal was huge for us to get off on the right foot.
Greg, are there things you can tell about your team going into a game or in the first couple minutes that you can indicate that they're going to have the kind of start that you want them to, and did they show that tonight?
If I haven't been able to figure it out yet. I'm always trying to make sure we're ready to go. But I couldn't tell. You know, you're probably asking the first couple of shifts. You know, we started Friday night's game off pretty well. The first 2 or 3 shifts we were in the zone, we were buzzing offensively, and then the game, you know, turned on us. So it's hard for me to tell. All I know is that I say it all the time, we're a fairly consistent team, and for the most part, the kids come to play hard, and just some nights you get a little more than others.
Wisho playing tonight for Murray being injured, was that a really, you look calm out there given the situation you've been thrown into?
I think, you know, that's extremely tough for Ryan. You know, I told him last night that he was most likely going to start, and then texted him this morning and said it's confirmed that he'll be starting. He hasn't played in a while, and then this is a must-win game. you know, and I'm sure you probably have him in here. He'll probably say he wasn't at his best. I think we did a good job limiting the scoring chances. The first period was a fair lead. I think he had 2 or 3 good saves in the first period. He was tested more in the second and the third. I think he was able to ease into the game the way we needed it to for him, because that's very difficult to come off the bench when you haven't played in that situation. So very proud of the way what he was able to do for us tonight.
Was the save you made on Kaufman? Albrecht had just scored the goal, and they came down and Kaufman got a pretty good look at him right away. Was that kind of a pretty critical save in the game for keeping Vermont from getting break?
Yeah, I think there were 2 or 3 or 4 times where he made big saves for us that kept the game pretty much in our control.
Gaudette and Chow with goals, and I think JP had an assist. We went into that first line that kind of lead you guys tonight.
Yeah, we as I said, all these freshmen, they hit the wall at different times, and it's not unexpected. And Chafee hadn't hit the wall all year, and I think this weekend he hit the wall. He didn't have his usual effect on the games. So Gaudette, I challenged Gaudette. You know, he's capable at his size to be a big, powerful forward, and tonight he was. He absolutely was, and I give him a lot of credit. I've ridden him hard all year, trying to get the most out of him, and what he did tonight, you know, taking pucks to the net, being heavy and checking well. He can quietly be a very, very effective player for us, and Chow makes plays, and you know, he's been in a bit of a slump as far as not scoring goals, and I said, Oliver, you want to score? Just go to the front of the net, bend your knees, and you'll score a goal, and that's what he did tonight.
On a similar note, Austin Albrecht, that big third goal, I think that was his 4th goal in his last 5 games.
Yeah.
A nice emergence.
Yeah, you know, Albie came here as a offensive style player, and you know, his start to the season was a little uneven. He hadn't found his offensive game, and you know, we put him with Mika and Hildenbrand almost in a checking type of role, and he's really found, you know, when he scores, it's like the goal last game, you know, to put us ahead 3-2, like a magic trick, you know, and this isn't, then he, you know, it kind of surprises me how he scores, but he's an offensive player, and he's heating up at the right time, and I'm happy for him, because when you're an offensive player, you get frustrated when you don't get points in a while, but he's been becoming very consistent, and that line's been real important for us. George Mika, I think he's plus 12 or 14 on the year. It's, you know, he doesn't have a ton of points, but we rely on him. He wins a ton of face-offs. Him and Nico Hildenbrand are always first guys in the PK, guys that we trust to play against the other team's top line. So we wanted to play him against Colton's line all weekend, and probably 80% of their shifts were against that line. And so Albie's a nice addition. They're all buddies. So it's been a good combination.
Coach, we came out with such great forechecking in that first period, and then it seemed a little bit on our heels at the beginning of the second. It was almost like that timeout you called was the 24 game, but I didn't know what you said, though.
Well,
a different period.
I apologize to them, because I should have called the timeout earlier, because we iced the puck, and Ben Barr's like, should we call the timeout? And you know, we're kind of looking on the ice. Are they dead? And I should have called the timeout, because they kept the puck in the zone, and they cycled, and they scored a goal. So we iced the puck again a couple minutes later, and I was like, damn sure I'm calling timeout now, because it was 2-1 at that point. But it's real simple, and I say this all the time. It's usually at the end of the game, the coach up here who won is saying my team just outcompeted, or we battled harder than we won battles, and so we just had to get back. Because I thought the first period we were winning battles and playing good tempo, and played in their zone. So we just wanted to get back to winning battles, and a very natural, you know, ebb and flow of a game, where you expected them to come out and get a couple heavy shifts, and which they did. But the kids bared down and got control of the game back.
Going back to Wishow, do you think he viewed his default start in net as a big opportunity for himself?
Well, you have to. You know, the kids who are out of the lineup what you tell them consistently is, listen, you never know when your opportunity is going to pop up. It's up to you to be ready. And so it popped up at a very unusual time. But Wish and all the goalies, we've been working them hard the last month or two. So, we split both those goalies for 3/4 of the year. So, it's not, I don't think it really had much of an effect on our locker room. Hey, guys, Wish is starting tonight. Oh, yeah, all right, let's go.
John, that double toe drag, is that a move you put a lot of time into, or?
Not really, no. It just kind of happened, I guess, and I saw the defenseman kind of come on my backside, so tried to hesitate a little bit and make a move around him, and lucky enough, it ended up working out.
With that goal, made it 5-1. Did it really feel like the series was yours to take there?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but we tried to stay good, even Camille on the bench there, and coach was keeping us calm the whole time, and we knew we had to play smart and get pucks in deep, and we knew they weren't going to quit, so we had to keep playing smart.
Mario, how important is it to get momentum in an elimination game like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. Like we say as a team, like Coach stresses on us, you get what you deserve. And we thought we played well Thursday and Friday, but it just wasn't good enough, getting down 2 goals early. So having that opportunity to kind of end it on a good note here this Sunday, we like to think to bring that energy into next weekend. Obviously, it's going to get even tougher next weekend against Northeastern. It's a step we need to take, but it's huge to have this momentum that we had this game, and we're going to carry it into next weekend with a strong start.
Coach, you've been critical of the way you guys started both of the past two games. Was that a focus coming in?
Yeah, no, having a good start is huge. We've always focused a lot on getting that first goal, and that was important for tonight. And obviously Thursday and Friday that didn't happen, but the positives we take out of it is the way we battled back, and that's something that shows our maturity as a team. We're starting to grow as individuals, and we're starting to bond a lot more, and we didn't let down, we didn't give up, and it was nice to see us get off to a good start tonight, and that's what we're looking to do into next weekend against Northeastern.
Ryan, in any game, it's goalies glad to have a lead, obviously, but for you, as you're kind of getting your feet back wet again, did that kind of help you have your kind of head in the right place?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great when you score first, and then especially it makes it even easier when you haven't played in a while. When you're not playing, you just focus hard in practice to be ready when you get the opportunity. Tonight I just tried to smother as many pucks as I could. I got a couple easy shots there the first 2 or 3 minutes, got me into the game pretty easily, and then we started scoring. So it makes it a lot easier when guys put up 3, 4, 5 goals. You trust yourself not to give up that many, so you know you're going to win.
I mean, for you as a goal, is this the kind of game you dream about playing in, and you happy with the way you answered the call?
Yeah, I mean, these guys can't relate, but last year was a really tough season for a lot of us. And we have a captain on a team who deserves this, especially at home. Last couple of games with the crowds we've been having, first playoff series win in 10 years or whatever it is, I don't know. We just wanted to do it for those guys, especially the people who can relate to the last few years, how tough it's been, because we're not going to have any more seasons like that going forward.
Ryan, walk me through what was going through your head when you found out you were in that.
Well, he just kind of told me after the game Friday, Murray was hurt, we're going to practice tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Then we practiced, he was like, just be ready. And then he texted me this morning, he was like, hey, you're going to play. So, I don't know, I pretty much do the same routine regardless whether I'm going to play or not. Every night, you never know if you're going to go in. I've been working really hard on just being mentally ready if I have to go in. I felt I was prepared. I felt I was pretty calm, obviously. The first 4 or 5 minutes really helped me. Easy saves get you really into the game. Warm-ups, I was a little anxious, but it was good.
Should you view this as a big opportunity for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's last game of the season potentially. You got to play well. You got to find a way to get a win, help the guys out. That's what I try to do today.
Mario, your 2 points set the freshman record for most points in the season. Is that a nice little bonus for defenseman, sorry, to go along with the
Yeah, it's it's something I'm very proud of. But at the end of the day, it is all the credit does go to my teammates and the coaching staff here for giving me those opportunities. Individual success comes along with team success, so as long as we're doing well as a team, that's where I can find those opportunities offensively. And like I said, without these guys next to me and the guys in the room, we got a character group that it goes a long way, and their help, really, all the credit goes to them. Very proud.
Johnson.
Go ahead.
Johnson, it seemed like the offense was really capitalizing on their opportunities. Did you feel like the
Yeah, I think so. I think anytime you can kind of get off to an early lead there, it helps you kind of get in the game. And, you know, we knew Wish had our back no matter what. So for Mare to score that early goal really helped us. And then we just kind of used that momentum to carry throughout the game.
John, was this something that the last two games have been kind of on edge the entire game? Did you guys handle the having the lead and just it's kind of putting it away the way you hoped you would?
Yeah, I think we handled it really well. We knew we wanted to get that first goal, and anytime you score the first goal, it gives you a much better chance to come out with the win. So something we really tried to stress in the locker room before the game, and we just tried to play smart after we got the lead.
Anything more, please? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.